Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career with Cadillac here on the PC. Tonight it is round 12. We're heading to Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's a couple of days away. We haven't looked at the weather forecast yet, so let's do that. And it's going to be dry, and ambient temperature is going to be a fair bit warmer than it was at Silverstone. So hopefully tyre heating won't be too much of an issue. That said, we struggled really badly at Silverstone, and I don't know if it's down to just the car just not generating any downforce, or if it was more skewed towards the fact that we had quite low temperatures, or maybe a combination of both. We've got better weather today, slightly different characteristic of circuit, but it's still a very fast circuit. If we take a look at the map, you can see a lot of flat out straights or flat out sections, and a lot of very high speed corners as well. There's just two corners that aren't high speed on the entire circuit. They're both low speed, and that's the bus stop chicane at the end of the lap, and then the La Source hairpin at the start of the lap. Everything else is either flat out or high speed. So again, how well are we going to generate heat in the tyres? It was a massive issue. It forced us onto a 3-stop at Silverstone. Here we're looking at probably being forced onto a 2-stop instead of a 1-stop. We'll have to see how the tyres hold up in practice. We are going to run our rookies this weekend because we couldn't run them at Silverstone, being a sprint. But this is just a regular Grand Prix. So we do have FP1 that we can allocate out And we have a new member of our driving academy, so to speak, sort of. We have Pietro Fittipaldi, who has joined us to work on car development. He's part of the simulator team, or he is the simulator team at the moment. We will be expanding positions within the team, hopefully as the season progresses, or if not, certainly next season. We'll look to bring in a little bit of extra support in terms of boosting our car work and hopefully our commercial work as well. So let's see, what do we do the next 2 days? Anything exciting? Well, let's have a quick check of our facilities, see if anything's about to break. Wind tunnel's getting a little low, currently being reduced by sponsors as well, as is our factory, but that's not a major issue. Boardroom is probably going to need upgrading because results are getting worse and we want to keep the board sweet. Everything else isn't too bad. Weather center's getting a little bit iffy. We'll just do a straight refurb on that, I think. How much is an upgrade going to cost? 1.5 mil. So yeah, we'll probably just do a refurb on that. Or we may wait till next season and just upgrade it at the beginning of the year. Memorabilia room's okay. Tour center's okay. Helipad's fine. Hospitality is starting to wear, but it's in the middle of an upgrade, so hopefully that will go through before it hits 75%. And then with our staff facilities, we have got a team hub that's very close to dropping a little bit. We do need to just do a refurb on that because we can't really spare the 2.2 mil that it would cost to upgrade it, much as I'd like to, given the expensive engine issues that we are currently suffering with. How you doing, Wayne? How you doing, Farah? Dino, good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else who's lurking in the chat as well. Do feel free to say hello. We're a friendly bunch. We don't bite. And I think we are pretty much ready to advance time. Let me quickly double check our warehouse situation. So we've got 2 of the Mark 4s, the Mark 2s spare. We've got a couple of spare front wings, a couple of spare rear wings, no spare side pods, but we are one spare side pod, but we're working on the brand new ones. They are being built right now. The underfloor, we have a spare underfloor. And suspension, we're on the new Mark III suspension with 1 spare there. As far as what we're working on right now, we are designing a new underfloor, so we won't be building any more spares. Could probably do with another suspension though. Just short though. They're 300k each, and I am at 297. I'm just below the amount of money that we need, so that'll have to wait. And it'll be 30 days until we get all 4 of these built, but we'll have the first one ready in 6 days. The second one will take 2 weeks in total. And we'll have both of those, I hope, in time for the next race. Let's check the calendar. Oh, no, we won't. Oh, no, wait, we will. We're here, aren't we? So 2 weeks will basically be there when we've got 2 side pods done. So we'll have new cool side pods, or new cooling side pods, to really help boost our engine cooling just in time for one of the hottest Grand Prix on the calendar, one where it's really easy to overheat the engine, so that's good. And then we'll get our sponsor money, a reduced amount that we'll have to probably do a little bit of editing on just there. What else is it? Oh, that's our board assessment, isn't it? So we've got 2 more Grand Prix before we reach our assessment. Then we go to Zandvoort, and then we have our mid-season break, our 3 weeks there. So calendar position's slightly different. We're actually getting Zandvoort before the mid-season break this time, and then we come back and we go to Monza, and then immediately after that, the following week, we go to Imola, because we don't have Madrid. And then we'll have a 2-week break until we go to back-to-back street circuits. And then we've got quite a nice 3-week break again before we hit a triple header in America. and then we'll have another sort of 3-week break before another back-to-back double header to finish the season off. So the Grand Prix, actually no, hang on a minute, that's another triple header, isn't it? We'll have a triple header to finish the season, so we'll have some periods of intense activity, and then hopefully we'll have enough time to be able to stock back up on whatever spare parts we need to build, because inevitably things are going to break. Drivers are going in with a decent amount of confidence. A little bit of extra positivity means that they're both going to get +1 to their stats. That's what they're looking like going into the Grand Prix, I think. Or is that their baseline stats? That might be their baseline stats, actually. So let's see. Checo's 83, 83, 85. If we do a comparison, though, it's 82, 82, 84. Ah, so these are the baseline stats that we're seeing here. That's good. So yeah, basically they're going to be +1 across the board for each of those stats. So that'll bump that up to a 90 for Bottas there. All right, let's skip forward those last 2 days. And Fittipaldi, having just joined us, has immediately dipped in performance. Lovely. How much has he lost? Oh, let's see. A point there, a point there, point there, a point there, a point there. Yeah, he's lost a couple of points across the board. Arthur Leclerc has decided he's not going to be able to get into Formula 1. So he is going to leave and head off to pastures new. Maybe he'll head over to IndyCar. Who knows? Same for Luke Browning. Luke Browning is not going to get his break at Williams, so he's decided to call time on trying to get into F1, and we'll try a different racing format. Maybe he will try his luck in America. Maybe he'll go into touring cars. Maybe he'll go into GT. Who knows? So, strategy prep. It says the best strategy will be a 2-stop. Again, we are running with a different tyre mod. So, tyre wear will be very much different to the vanilla version of the game. And that could make things very interesting indeed. We're going to be very cautious with our sponsor options again. We're going to go 20th with both. I'm hoping that we can get both into the top 20. Very tempted to maybe go down there, but I don't want to lose that much. I'm going to take the 2020 and see what happens.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège.
In the Constructors' title battle, it's Mercedes who are currently leading. And at round 14, we're well into the season and the points allocation.
Okay then, let's get to it.
Very short intro from the boys this week. Okay, let's stick these guys in the car. There we go. So we're going to run the soft tyres for these guys. Don't know how well they'll hold up, but we'll see. And then run plan, it's normally 15 laps to get 2 runs in. So we'll just leave it at 15, I think, because there's no way that the tyres will last long enough, I don't think, around this circuit. It's the longest circuit, 4.2 miles. There's no way that they'll last long enough, I don't think, to get both drivers up to 100 on a single run. Yes, I did go through all the mods. They're all listed in the video description as well, if you're curious as to what they are. If you have any general questions as well about any of those mods, feel free to ask and I will explain them as best I can. Let's swap out some parts. Let's go with the 20% engine. We are going to be breaking out the brand new engine for Valtteri for the Grand Prix. don't have that luxury with Checo, unfortunately. And now we need to do a setup. So I'm thinking it's normally either a 9.5 or a 10 on the rear wing. I think because our car isn't amazing, probably going to need the 10. We'll see what happens. It might still be a 9.5, but I just get the feeling we might need the 10. Going to drop the front wing down to a 3. Going to leave that on a 5.5, and then let's just up that slightly, and we'll up that to there, and that's the setup we'll run on Jack's car. And then Logan will go on for that engine. Got to stay with that ARS. That's going to need replacing really soon. Same with that gearbox. We are so low on parts for Checo. There we go. And we'll do a slightly different setup. Let's see. I will go to a 9.5 on this car, just to hedge my bets a little bit. And let's see. I mean, it could potentially even go down to a 9, but I don't think it will. We are very lacking on downforce. We'll actually go to a 4, I think, on the front wing. We'll push this out a bit more to a 3.7. And then let's whack that all the way up and whack that all the way up. And let's send them out. Let's see how they do. Is that O'Sullivan? Has he gone to Ferrari?
For me too.
It is.
Just work on
Zach O'Sullivan's gone to Ferrari. I thought he was still at Williams. Wow, okay. That caught me by surprise.
Copy, loud and clear.
I wonder if that's a mid-season transfer.
And if you
So
go to mode
both
1,
Ferrari drivers sitting out FP1. Oscar sitting out FP1 for McLaren. Ugo's jumping in. Wilhelm is in for Max. Victor Martin's in for George. Mini is in for Gasly. No one running for Williams. Kian Shields is getting a run out for Esteban Ocon at Haas. Bibba is back in the car again for Racing Bulls. Tim Tramnitz is jumping in for Hulkenberg. Stucker is in for Yuki Tsunoda. And then we've got both of our rookies in as well. So a lot of rookies getting a run today. Evening, Esparza.
How does my tires look?
That's not what I want to see.
We need to work on the tires, keep the temperature on the tires.
An engine at high risk. It's not good. It's not good. Interestingly enough, the tire... Ah, there we go. Tires have just fired up for Crawford. But they're not firing up as consistently as Sargent. Where is Sargent? Is he running in dirty air? Yeah, he is. So that might be why his tyres are holding temperature a little bit better. It's Wilhelm
Any feedback on the car?
rather than Ludwig. We had Ludwig in
Quite
our
happy at the
career
moment.
on the PS5. It's Wilhelm this time. Let's
So
take a look at
good.
the feedback we've got from Logan. 86%. It's not bad. And we're only at 55 on development run, but we're going to run again. So let's call him in, make some changes, send him back out. And then he can complete his development run on his second setup run.
Yep, understood.
All right, let's have a look then. What do we need to change? The roll bar. All right, let's take it back to a 4.6. The toe needs to come down as well. We need to make an adjustment on the front wing to affect the rear wing. So, do I go up or down? Let's go up, I think. Let's go to a 4. Actually, wasn't we supposed to be on a 4 anyway? And I just must have misclicked. Yeah, so 4, 9. Might bring this down a little bit as well. Push that out a bit more. We've got a slight change there. Hopefully that's all we need. We need to change the tyres. Or do we? Come out? Yeah, we might as well. We're handing back 2 sets anyway, so let's use both sets. Should get feedback from Crawford any moment. Oh, and there we go. Second I click away.
How does the car feel?
Oh, only 71%. That's not good.
Quite okay,
Let's get him straight in.
Copy that.
We're almost ready to send Logan back out again.
Practice your pit lane entry.
And there we go. Let's send him out.
Watch your speed in the pit lane. If you could stop on the marks.
Oh, we are way off. That is going to be a 9. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. Which means we're almost certainly going to have to push that out that way. We need to bring this back a bit more. That now gives me the gap I need here and the gap I need here. But now I need to push the toe. Not sure how I feel about the toe being all the way up there and that being lower than the toe. But we'll see how that works. New set of tyres. pop out behind. It's not Colapinto, I don't think. Is it Mini? It is. It's Mini.
So watch out for the next car.
Get a chance to have a look at the default Alpine helmet. And of course, he's running Colapintos. That's why I initially thought it was Colapinto, because the helmet looked a bit familiar.
Copy that.
We will ignore that. I hope it goes away. Actually, what's our development run looking like? 93%. There we go. So we're at 100% on drive development. So as soon as we've got setups, we can call them in. 4 out of 5 for Logan, so that shouldn't take too long. Another couple of laps. It'll be a little bit longer for Jack. It'll be near the end of the session before we get his full feedback, I think.
Update.
All right, so 87. Have we made any real improvement there? I don't think we have. Logan's just gone past the pit lane, so we'll have to start... Well, have to do another lap before he gets in. There we go. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, so the front wing needs actually to be down here. So I'm going to bring that back up. Let's go to there. Let's see how we do with that. Don't think I can get too much more. Oh, I can get a little bit more. 10 laps is more than enough. Alright, just waiting on Jack now.
How are my tire temps?
And try to work on your front tires.
93, so we have made an improvement with Jack.
Anything we can help you with?
Let's get him in.
Okay.
These two vying for a potential seat. Maybe even as early as next season.
Confirming you are boxing this lap. Make sure your limiter is on. Stop on the marks, go to P1 please.
I'm hoping we'll get to like 3 out of 5 with Logan before the end of the session. Don't think we'll get much higher than that. Alright, let's have a look. Everything's just slightly off look. I've got to find 7%, so don't really want to move the front wing because the rear wing's spot on, so let's instead go with that. Just that little subtle change. Give us some very small change there, a very small change there, an okay change there, and a very small change there. So that will be maybe a 3%, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's in the ballpark, I think. That one click could potentially fix the car. Whether it will or not is it's another matter. But yeah, that has the potential. Just that one little click to have fixed the setup. We will find out in the next session. Of course, it's equally true that it could go the other way, and we could completely screw the setup up a bit. Time will tell. Into the last 5 minutes of the session. Maybe we won't even hit 3. They have just got 2 out of 5 for Logan. Might, if we're very lucky, get 3 out of 5. Would be nice. Oh, there we go. We got 3 out of 5. Lovely stuff.
And check and flag.
And that is it for FP1. And the end of our rookies getting their development runs. Welcome back. We are ready for FP2. Our main drivers are going to be running on the hard tyres. We are going to be going quite heavy on fuel. Going to go with 35 laps. Once again, we will try and protect the car where we can. We'll take a quick status check on Valtteri's engine as well, because there is a risk it might blow up. 17%. This is an important session, so yeah, we need to get a full session of running in for Valtteri. So we will change his engine over to the 47%. We'll just have to keep using the other one where we can. We've made changes to the setups for Valtteri and for Checo. We've got some feedback and it's looking good so far. Just we'll need 2 little bits of feedback to complete the report there from Checo. Let's hit the track.
Green light.
Nope, wrong button. I need to check I haven't just knackered up my fuel load now. 35 laps. Yeah, that's all good. So out goes Valtteri. And out goes Checo. All the main drivers back in the car now.
Manage your tyres as you wish. Okay.
Out of interest, when I upload pre-recorded videos, do I have any control with ads, i.e. when they appear, how many, how often? I do, if I choose to. I just let YouTube handle it. So some videos might get a lot of ads, some might not get any at all. I just let YouTube handle that. If I was doing something where I wanted, like, if I was doing like a 5-10 minute video and I only wanted like 1 ad break in the middle of it, you know, we'll be right back after these messages kind of moment, then I could set it so that you only get that 1 break at a very specific point in the video. Likewise, if I was doing something with chapters, so you see these documentaries and they have, like, you know, anything up to like 10-15 chapters depending on how long it is. You know, you can choose when you want to schedule those, and if you're taking a paid sponsorship in that video, so brought to you by insert VPN here, then you could obviously take out some of those ad breaks if you chose to. Or you could leave them all in. Yeah, some people do, some people don't. So there is a degree of control, but because I don't have a huge audience and I do this more for fun than anything else, and any money I do make is just a nice little bonus, then I just let YouTube handle it. You know, it decides how many videos, how many ads to put in the video and at what point. I would imagine that the more successful a video becomes, the more adverts get scheduled onto it, but I'm not 100%.
Any
Right, we've
feedback
got
on
that
the car?
full feedback from Checo.
Copy that.
Oh, we're 100% nearly 100%. Just one click of toe to fix it. Should hopefully be nice and clear which way we need to go when we get back to the garage, but we'll have a look. With these live streams, I choose, again, I could just let YouTube put them in, but because of the way that we're doing this, I choose when to put the adverts in on the live streams. So I like to put one in roughly around the end of first practice, and then the next one goes in just before qualifying, and then one just before the race, and then one just after the race, before we do the sort of end of stream housekeeping and set up for the next race. And unless we get a safety car, that's it. You know, if we get a safety car mid-race, I'll slap one in while we're just waiting for the cars to go around. But I like to try and keep race coverage uninterrupted. Of course, if you're watching a replay of the live stream after the fact, then it goes to YouTube just throwing in adverts whenever it wants to. But again, not huge views on the live stream, so probably not many ad breaks. I don't know. I've never sat and watched one all the way back, all the way through. And if I get feedback that it is becoming unbearable, then I can look at tweaking things. But while it is more kind of a hobby than an actual job, it is still technically my job. So I do have to try and earn where I can. But if you ever watch one of my videos and there are a ton of adverts in it, that's not me, that's YouTube. You know, I don't deliberately spam a video with adverts every 2 minutes, as I have seen some people do. I do feel a little bad for the fact that for the first few years I was doing this, it was literally just a hobby. And I was very vocal about it being just a hobby, that I didn't earn any revenue, I didn't put any ads in my videos. Cut to several years later when I've decided I'm finally going to start to monetize my content, all of those videos that say, I won't put any ads in my video, and then I bet you instantly it will cut to an advert. But the sheer, I mean, I did wonder about maybe putting a disclaimer on a couple of videos, but the sheer number of them that I did before I started monetizing, you know, it would take forever just to go through each one. It's more time than I have.
Any comments though?
It'll take me months to get through them all.
Yeah, all good from my side here.
Copy.
And I don't think it would really be necessary either. Yeah. Right. So 96% for Valtteri. We're close. Maybe we need to click the front wing a little bit more. But we have moved forward a little bit on that setup. Halfway through the session, tyres have lost less than 35% in the opening half hour. So these tyres will go the distance of this session anyway. Maybe we can't, but they're not fired up properly though. That's the thing. So we would have to push them. We might be able to get away with a one stop, medium to hard. I don't know if we can. But the race is what, 44, 42, 44 laps? I think it's 42 laps, maybe 44. It's not many in the grand scheme of things because it's such a long lap. So we've done 23. So we've done half race distance on these tyres so far. And they're probably wearing a little bit quicker than they would if they were at the right temperature. So if we were to increase the push pace a little bit, that would increase the wear rate, but the wear rate would also reduce from the blistering effect because they'd be at the right temperature. So theoretically should stay about the same as we're seeing here. So if we can get to 30 laps on these tyres, no real issues, that very much does make a one-stop, possible. If we can keep the mediums at temperature without pushing them. Either way, we're going to be kind of screwed. If we go with the two-stop, we're going to have great tyre choice options, but we're going to have... Oh, hang on, we've got a fault for Valtteri. Yeah, it's the gearbox. That's going to turn into permanent wear. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. Checo's engine's overheating. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely overheating. There we go, we've got 33
so
laps out of those tyres, including the outlap, so that's not too bad. Tyres at 30%, so yeah, we can get through the race with one set of hards and then hopefully one set of mediums. If we do make the switch and we go soft, medium, soft, for example, then we'll have stronger pace, but we'll have a second pit stop, which is going to eat up another 20 plus seconds. That's a lot to overcome when you've got a slow car and you're dropping out of slipstream and DRS to then try and claw back with just your own car's natural pace, which is crap. But if we stick to just a one stop, our tyres aren't going to be great. We're going to have no grip through the corners. We're going to be slow. We're probably going to drop out of DRS anyway. We're going to be a sitting duck in certain parts of the track. Either way, we're in for another brutally hard race, I think. Uh, 44 laps. Thank you, Esparza. So, practice 1 and 2 are done. We've got scope to make a little tweak to each setup. Drivers aren't too far away from hitting full prep. So we should get them up to 100 in this next session. And there we go. It has turned into... Oh, it's a major fault as well. God damn it. Major damage. That's not good. So the front wing's fine. It's the toe and the camber that need to change. So let me do that. Let's see if that gives me the 4% that I need. It might do, it might not. We'll find out. And if it doesn't, we can go the other way. It's not clear here. But I am going to go up by 1 click. And we can always go down by 1 click instead, if necessary. We're going to run the mediums. We're going to put 25 laps. Yeah, 25 laps of fuel. Let's see if they'll hold up. Let's hope that Valtteri's gearbox will hold up. And let's hit the track.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green light.
Keep an eye on Checo's engine temps as well. It's actually Valtteri's that are spiraling. That'll be the issue with the gearbox. Playing merry hell. Alright, we're into optimal. That's encouraging, so that's 97 or higher.
Copy that.
It's 97. Okay, so we need to fix something. I'm guessing the cornering is right, but the toe is wrong. So that means we're going to have to make some adjustments. It might be the other way around. It might be the toe is fine and the cornering's wrong. What about Checo? Did we go the right way or the wrong way? We went the wrong way. But we can fix that. That's easy enough. Right, we need to keep an eye on driver prep now. We're at 47%. So we don't need to max everything out now. Thanks to having Fittipaldi starting to do some development work, it means that we can reduce the amount of time we need to spend on track. Only a little bit in this Grand Prix, but going forward as that development bonus continues to increase, it will reduce the amount of time we need to spend on track each Grand Prix. Do need to go just over 50% just to cover the possibility of not getting the setups absolutely flawlessly. Plus, I want to see how durable these tyres are. We're at 50%, and that's on 20 laps. Just outside of the tyre window. It's looking good for a one-stop. Mediums and hards. Hell, maybe even softs and hards. I don't think we can do soft to medium, though. We did, what, 32 laps, give or take, the in and out laps, around 30-ish laps. We've got 24, 25 laps out of these tyres. So, yeah, I think the one-stop might be viable. There we go. So that's Checo now set to 100%. What about Valtteri? Yeah, There we go. We fixed the toe. It's the cornering that needs to change. So let's go like that. And back like that. And hope that that does the job. I hope I don't break anything in the process. We'll find out in qualifying, I suppose. And we are done with practice. And the Astons are looking pretty pacey, look. First and second. Again, can't read too much into practice times, but it is some interesting looking pace. Ferrari not looking particularly clever. 13th and 20th. Let's see, Leclerc's on a lap at the moment. And he's going to get a slipstream as well, all the way at the back through Blanchimont into the bus stop. So this could well be a better lap. Sector times wouldn't necessarily give that impression, though. Maybe they're just running old parts. Let's see what he does across the line. No improvement. So, yeah, a lack of pace in the Ferraris. Interesting. Very interesting. I do think they must be running some old parts to be that far off the pace, Leclerc especially. But, I guess we'll find out. Qualifying is up next.
Our weekend continues with qualifying, as the drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers need to give it their all whilst avoiding any mistakes.
Now there's been a bit of talk about Sergio Perez of late. How's he going to be feeling, do you think?
The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast. But was that down to the driver, the car, the team experimenting? We don't know, and we'll just have to see how they fare in qualifying.
There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
Has there been a lot of talk about Perez? I've not heard it. Right, let's get the good bits in. So, brand new engine. Engine number 3 going in for Valtteri, as he has a little watch in the background there. Just standing there watching, like, you're going to put the good bits in, right? Best bits we have for Checo aren't going to be great. 72% engine, so already down on some power there. This is the best ERS we've got. And it's a brand new gearbox. Our final gearbox for Checo. Yeesh. We are ready.
Four seconds, 3, 2, 1, green light.
To give a little bit of a gap because I don't want to be affected by dirty air.
And we need a good warm-up on the brakes.
Copy. Brake warming reminder. Copy.
And let's see if we can get a clean run in. Got Yuki Tsunoda coming out, and I'm going to be very curious as to what his pace is going to be like, given how quick he was, along with Alonso in FP3 there.
So you're in a good position.
Gasly coming out. We've seen some good pace out of Gasly recently as well in the last few races. Bortoletto hitting the track as well now. He's not had the best of luck in the last half a dozen races or so. Started to show some really good pace earlier in the season, but it kind of fell away again in recent races. And now we see Hamilton hitting the track. Again, I'm going to be very curious to see what the Ferrari pace is going to be like today.
And track is clear.
Leclerc coming out as well, so both Ferraris getting out early. A little bit of potential traffic issue now for Checo. I don't know where Valtteri's going to catch them, so that could be an issue.
No traffic issues. You're good to go.
Oh, catching into the sauce. Not the sauce, sorry. A Rouge. That was a little bit of a lift. So 30.9. Valtteri will probably be a little bit quicker. Well, he should be quicker anyway with that brand new engine, but won't have had to lift coming out of Eau Rouge into Radion. He's a tenth quicker. He's about to hit Hamilton. Perez nicely through past Leclerc. No, past Hamilton. We've just gone past Leclerc here. So, no real hold-ups so far. As we approach Stavlo. 42.7. Matched just by Valtteri, fractionally quicker. Yuki is a couple of tenths quicker. Oh, big lift. God damn it. It makes no sense for that to happen either, because there's such a wide amount of space in that section of track for you to just go around without being held up. Really frustrating, that. Yeah, there you see Valtteri lost a huge amount of time. 2.3 seconds he lost in that final sector. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ruined his lap. Tsunoda half a second quicker in the middle sector alone compared to both of our boys. And across the line, he's a second, almost 9/10 of a second quicker than Perez. Right, Gasly. It's pretty close with Tsunoda. It actually looks like he's slightly ahead. He is by 1/10. And neither Ferrari setting the timings alight. I mean, Hamilton's close in the first sector. We get out of his way. I think Leclerc's being held up by Valtteri. Repaying the favour that Hamilton dropped on us. Hamilton is quickest in the middle sector, so maybe Ferrari were just sandbagging in practice. It looks like Perez is going to hold up Leclerc for good measure as well. Yeah, he lost 1.5 seconds in the... No, half a second in the middle sector. He's going to lose a little bit more here as well, I think. Alonso has just gone purple in the first sector. He's got a lot of traffic coming up, though, as Hamilton goes top by 0.4. And look at all this traffic in the way of Alonso. That's one Williams out the way. There's another Williams and his teammate.
And stop on the marks.
Alonso's purple.
So limiter should be on now.
Oh, there's a slight lift. There was that a Mercedes as well? I'm not sure. That might hurt him. Yeah, it was Antonelli. That might have hurt Alonso there in that little lift. Just a little minute lift. Might stop him going purple here. It did. But he still goes top by 0.2 of a second. Aston have come to play. We've got 10 minutes left in the session. We're going to go out now. Just tell Perez not to get Valtteri's way.
Coming past you now.
Watch for traffic with Verstappen.
And we need to try and sync all the gears.
Copy.
First sector times are tumbling as the track rubbers in. Both McLarens have just done a 30.4. It's quicker than Alonso by 1/10. Here comes Hadjar and Verstappen. They're both pushing at the same time. And they both did a 30.5 in the first sector. Maybe a slight hold up in the middle sector as they got through past Valtteri. And that gap's really opened up between our two drivers now. So, it is second and third for McLaren so far. Just 7 thousandths behind Alonso and 6 thousandths further back is Oscar. That's really tight margins separating the top three right now. And Albon just blows them all away. We're going to see quicker times than that yet. The track is definitely rubbering in. Not a good lap for Sainz. He lost a lot of time in the first sector. But he looked pretty decent in the middle sector. Went purple in the final sector. So there is pace in that Williams. Not great middle sectors for either of the Red Bull drivers. Max with a good final sector though.
Good to go.
He goes P6. Hadjar lost 2.2 seconds to Max in the middle sector. That's down to us, I think.
Track is clear, track clear.
Right, here we go. For a flying run.
Mode push for last corner, mode push.
Valtteri is going to have to get past both of the Red Bulls without being held up now. That's going to be fun. We're not going to catch him in a kind spot either. 30.9, no improvements. One of them's going to get out of the way nicely. Perez has just gone slightly quicker in the first sector. Russell is only good enough for P12. Looks like he lost a little bit of time in both the first and second sectors. I think Perez is about to get held up. Same for Valtteri maybe. Valtteri might be clear. Yeah, I think Valtteri got through unscathed. Perez gets through unscathed. I know Valtteri did maybe lose a little bit of time. Maybe he's just slow on this run, but he's down 4/10 to Perez in the middle sector. Just seen quite a bit. Final sector should be good.
P18. Mode in, please. Mode in.
Well, we jump up to 16th. Yep. We've got time for one more run on a brand new set of tyres, and let's see if we can maybe squeeze our cars through. Be happy just to get one of them through at this point. It's not been kind to us qualifying this season. Not since the early couple of races. Let's see who is on a flyer right now. Nobody. Alonso's going back out again, so is Charles Leclerc. Everyone else is on an in lap by the look of it. So Alonso and Leclerc going early. They'll get a clean run, but the track will be better as they're finishing their run. And there's still a few cars to negotiate. Lawson heading out now, as well as Antonelli. Gasly as well. And Yuki's out there too. I would not be at all surprised to see Aston on the front row. Let's ride with Fernando Alonso. Audi gets out of the way. Will Leclerc be so kind? Oh no, wait, Leclerc's pushing as well. Of course he is. So Leclerc's done a 30.5. Alonso has done a 30.5. There's a whole flurry of activity of cars leaving the pits.
Stop on the marks.
That's a huge gaggle of traffic. So we should probably go pretty soon. More cars going out. Both drivers doing pretty much the same at the moment between Alonso and Leclerc. Leclerc goes second. Alonso goes third with a slight improvement. Oh. So, there's Perez. There's Valtteri. Should hopefully be a clean run for both of them here.
Watch for traffic.
Someone's gone through. That is Lawson. There he is. Antonelli goes up to P2.
You're in a good position.
Lawson about to cross the line. He goes up to 12th place. He found a good chunk of time there. Puts the pressure on us to see if we can maybe squeeze through. We've got 1 in, 1 out so far. 16th and 18th, straddling the line almost. Let's see. As Valtteri gets going. Hulkenberg finishes his lap, does not improve, so just a little improvement, less than a tenth, will be enough to get past Hulkenberg, and there's a big gap to Russell. So I'm expecting Sainz to improve. I'm looking at his middle sector. It's comparable with Lawson, so is his first sector actually. No, his first sector's better. So all down to this final sector, and it looks like he's going to have a decent one. What's Valtteri? Oh, yeah. Lawson getting in our way. That's not good. Sainz is up to 10th, so Sainz is safe. Perez has found a 10th in the opening sector. Valtteri didn't and might be compromised into sector 2. Russell has improved. No, Russell hasn't done a lap yet. Colapinto has improved. He's 17th. Russell looks like he's going quick enough to get through so far, but it's whether he hits traffic or not. 42.9. Yeah, Valtteri's out. There's still a hope for Perez. .5. We're matching Colapinto. Russell just goes purple in the middle sector. He's behind us on track. Blanchimont up towards the bus stop. Bottas is out 21st. Bortoletto has not improved. Can we find a little bit more time here with Checo? Not quite enough. We improve past Bortoletto as Russell goes top by 2/10. Hadjar is out as well. He's not having the season I was expecting him to have in that second Red Bull. He's had glimpses of pace, but he has been really struggling these last few Grand Prix. He's out in Q1 yet again. I don't think we have an inherently bad lack of pace here. I think we're on terms with Hadjar. Bottas just couldn't get a clean run. But I think, yeah, our prediction is we're going to be around 19th and 20th. Unless something funky happens with tyres. Looks like Audi, the only team that are slightly worse off than us at the moment. And even that's touch and go. Right, let's see then who put it on pole. It was Max. Antonelli took second. Sainz in third. Then the two McLarens of Norris and Piastri. Hamilton 6th. Gasly 7th. 8th for Russell. 9th and 10th in the end for the Astons. I was not expecting to see both of them at the bottom of the top 10. I thought one of them would be in with a shout at the front row, at least. Leclerc knocked out in Q2 ahead of Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon. Albon didn't make it through despite topping Q1. Then Lindblad and Lawson bringing up row 8. Interesting stuff. All right, let's get ready for the Grand Prix.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
This circuit was built in 1921, and even though its length was halved in 1979, the Belgian Grand Prix is still one of the longest, fastest, and most magical races on the F1 calendar. Welcome to race day, and before we get down to it, last-minute checks are being made.
So, we never looked actually to see if we made the right changes. We did. I knew I was fine with Perez, but I wasn't sure about Valtteri. So we can ignore these predictions a little bit. I think that is going to be the quickest strategy, the one stop. Despite what that says, I just don't think we'll have the actual pace we need. The other option is to try and stretch those tyres, but I just don't think we can. I think we'd be much better suited to do that, with the exception of maybe just going soft to hard. That might be a better option. It is a couple of seconds slower, but I mean, if we were to box a couple of laps earlier, actually takes pace away from us. So it looks like we're going one stop mediums to hards then, which is kind of what I was expecting to see. We could probably push that set of tyres there as well. We might have to push... We're going to have to push the hards, aren't we? Can we get away with not pushing the mediums? Let's go with something like that and hope that we can get away with that. We can always turn the mediums down every now and again, just to stretch them out a little bit more. The hards, I think, will be more durable than the prediction shows. They generally have been. Let's see. Let's stop on lap 18 for Checo. There we go. So separate our drivers by a lap. We're going to put some extra fuel in. I'm going to put 2 extra laps of fuel in, so that we can push the fuel load a little bit. Every time I've taken a few laps out because I've been hoping we get a safety car, we haven't had even so much as a VSC. I'm now putting extra fuel in, which means we're guaranteed to get multiple safety cars of some format, and maybe even a red flag as well. It's the way it goes. Hopefully we'll be all right. But I am worried that we might end up massively overfueled. We are prepped and we are ready. The Belgian Grand Prix is next.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Now it'll be interesting to see what the Alpine can achieve here.
It's going to be difficult for them. P18, that's going to be tough to make an impression on the race from there.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Looks like a decent start for Verstappen. Shuts down that attempt there. The McLaren's going side by side. Has Oscar got the run? He has. Can Norris hold him off? A lot of people starting on the softs. I wonder if we're going to see some two stops here. Or are they going to go soft to hard? So Oscar has jumped Norris. Hulkenberg gets past us. We're side by side. I was looking at the car in front for a second then, but there's us. Yeah. So we're running 20th and 22nd right now. And we have our first yellow flag. Yuki Tsunoda has had a big lock-up here. Run wide.
Let's take a
That's
closer
cost
look.
him a huge
Now,
number
this
of
was the
places.
7th corner. And the car just locks. Now they did leave
He was
it
running
very
in
late.
9th when he locked up. He's only going to rejoin just a couple of cars ahead of us, so he's down in 18th place. Wow, that cost him 9 places, that lockup. Hulkenberg is putting us under pressure. We are going to struggle in these opening laps because almost the entire grid's on softs. Yuki's on mediums that have just been flat spotted, so expect him to box earlier than expected. Antonelli and Lindblad, the only other drivers running mediums along with us.
Charge on.
Copy.
Charge button on, charge on.
Copy.
DRS is enabled.
And Gasly gets Norris. So Norris down 2 places.
Car ahead is Nico.
Norris gets back through just in time to steal DRS by the look of it. And look how far back we are already. Dirty air is really bad for us, which means we're going to be stuck down the back for a long time. My only hope is that by one stopping, we will gain and then hopefully hold track position, but I don't like my chances of gaining many places, if any.
Can you go mode push now?
Copy.
Yuki down to 19th now. Antonelli is hanging on to the back of Verstappen, but Tsunoda's struggling to keep up with Bortoletto at the moment. He's closed up under Concertina braking into La Source, but We're 2.5 seconds behind him. All we can do is really just try and go long compared to everyone else. Look at that. Mexican Minister of Defense making his car just wide enough to stop a move from either direction there. Well, I think it's a matter of time. Hulkenberg may throw it up the inside here. He doesn't have the opportunity. And now we've got Hulkenberg into slipstream range. Just about. Happen to keep pushing the battery though, because we are losing so much time in the dirty air through these corners. Oh, we have got to sort out our both our downforce and our dirty air, because it's killing our pace. Colapinto gets back past Bortoletto. Again, look how far Valtteri is from Hulkenberg, who does try and throw it up the inside. Yeah, we get anywhere near the car in front and we just immediately lose so much time. Perez shuts down the inside line and covers the outside a bit more aggressively this time.
Charge on, please.
Copy.
So this is it. This is our pace. It's not great. It really isn't. Valtteri just can't close up. Whenever he does, he hits that dirty air through the high-speed corners and immediately loses time again. Clean air is king. Big gap opening up between Alonso and Ocon. That front group sticking pretty close to each other. Just a couple of cars just outside of DRS range, but if they leave a small gap, the car behind will try and exploit it. The medium's not working for us at the moment. Let's check the tyre wear. It is about as predicted. We're slightly above the line for Checo. I think we're slightly worse off for Valtteri because he's just catching that dirty air and the tyres are heating a little bit more, but it's close. I think we'll be fine on this one stop. At least in terms of, going the distance, but pace isn't going to be amazing. The soft should fall away relatively quickly, though. This time it's Hulkenberg who loses some ground in dirty air. And the gap to Tsunoda's actually come down by almost a second. think we're already starting to see some signs that some of the soft tyres are running a bit squishy. Again, look at how much time Valtteri's lost again in the dirty air. He's just dropped. Back to nearly 2 seconds here behind Perez and Hulkenberg. Just doesn't make any real sense.
Hulkenberg behind with DRS.
Right, let's use the battery for Perez now.
Okay, copy.
We've been hanging on to it for a few laps.
Available.
Yeah, copy.
I was hoping we might maybe be able to just stretch away from Hulkenberg this lap. So far that's not happened.
You are doing a good job on tires. Keep it like this.
You are good to go. Mode push.
Copy.
There we go. We just about broken the DRS. Oh, he's got the slipstream though. He's going to get it again. Might be able to drop him on the run to Eau Rouge though.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, there we go. We've broken his DRS, and we should just about have broken the slipstream as well. Valtteri still can't get close. Slow lap for Gasly. 151.1. Slowest of anybody by quite some way on that last lap. Coming under a lot of pressure as well. Charles Leclerc all over him, and Alonso's right there as well. Let's cut to that. Whoa, look at Alonso trying to squeeze through. The knock-on's into the pit, so we've got our first blinker. As Leclerc just manages to hold Fernando back. What tyres are we going to see go on to Ocon here? Did 7 laps on those tyres. He's going for another set of softs. This will bring him out behind Valtteri. Only just. As Antonelli has moved past Max. So we have a change of the lead.
Charge on.
Copy.
Poor Valtteri just can't get anywhere at the moment as Perez is trying to go around the outside of Colapinto.
Yeah, tires are good.
Can he stay close enough to actually get in the position for a move at the bus stop? We've lost a huge amount of time through the end of sector 2. New fastest lap for Kimi as Hamilton's in. And so is Leclerc. Both Ferraris stopping at the same time. Behrman coming in as well. So out goes Lewis. Softs. Gets held for Ocon coming in. Softs on Hamilton as well.
What about tyres?
Perez has
All good.
not been able to get ahead of Hamilton. Colapinto's boxed as well, and he's gone onto a set of medium tyres, so
Yeah, copy.
that's interesting. That's the first one who's boxed. Oh no, Behrman as well. So they're the first ones who stopped who haven't put another set of softs on. Fault developing for Russell.
Deployment out of 10 feels terrible.
Some battery issues for George. And on a circuit like this, that will hurt. Battery's almost onto the back of Hulkenberg, but having to fend off Esteban Ocon. Let's check tyres.
Mode push, please. Mode push.
Yeah, look at that.
Yes.
Both drivers are above the prediction, so looking all right so far. Just about keeping Ocon behind as we close in on the back of Nico. And Nico boxes, but we'll get some DRS here. Unfortunately, we're going to give it up
He does have DRS on you.
at the next zone.
Copy that.
And Leclerc's right there as well now. It's Hulkenberg going on to. Mediums. Just up ahead, Gasly is right on the gearbox of Checo. Same here with Ocon and Leclerc. Both of them were inside less than a tenth of the car in front. It was literally nose to tail, almost like a human centipede. Bortoletto's struggling now, so I wouldn't be at all surprised to see him boxing. Still, Perez has not been able to get through, and it's not for lack of trying. It's costing us so much time. We were within DRS range of Bortoletto. We've lost a second. We've lost over a second to Bortoletto just defending it. They defended so hard, Valtteri's almost in DRS range. And he's defending as well. That's how hard Perez was trying to stay ahead.
And Gasly behind with DRS.
Yeah.
DRS.
Copy.
It's a look from Ocon. And he's going to squeeze through. I will give Valtteri DRS. Oh, no, wait. Valtteri's had the power down. Unless he actually shuts the move down, which he didn't. They're still side by side. That means Ocon will breeze through and Leclerc will almost certainly follow through as well. We just about hold back Gasly, and Leclerc gets us as well. Yeah. We saw that coming.
Great.
A long way to go.
Exactly as I said would happen. Takes the outside line, getting the slipstream as well as the DRS, and just so much more grip as well on new soft tyres.
Yep.
Made that look very easy. Unfortunately for us.
Charge button on.
Still got a way to go before we need to box. Let's see, what lap are we scheduled? It's 18 and 19, isn't it? Might potentially stretch these stints by a lap. Let's see how we go. Piastri comes in for a set of mediums. That's a long way to go on a set of mediums. I don't think he'll make it. Lindblad and Hadjar are in. Both of them ditching their set of softs. They've done a decent stint. 11 laps. Another set of softs for Hadjar. That's a quick stop as well. And a good stop from Racing Bulls to get out in front of their sister team. Another set of softs there as well. So now I've got Ollie Behrman trying to squeeze through. Still, Gasly has not got through, and Ocon and Leclerc have caught up. I think Gasly's going to get me this time.
Gasly behind with DRS.
Unless we can outbrake him. Yeah, we did. We did outbrake him. So far, this race is going better than I'd hoped. But I am surprised how long some cars have stayed out. Bortoletto in particular, I'm surprised hasn't stopped yet. And they are going to start lining up to make a move on us soon. Sainz is in. And I've just seen the gap. Antonelli's now 9.5 seconds clear of Max. So the medium's very much the better tyre at the moment for those who stayed out on the softs. It is another set of softs there for Sainz. And he will come out just behind his teammate, who's yet to stop. In comes Bortoletto. I was wondering how much longer he was going to go. Not much longer is the answer. He's in. Set of mediums and a slow wheel change. Still Perez is trying to find a way through. Can we outbrake him? Yes, again. Perez is having a fantastic drive here. The fact that we are pushing on fuel means that we can brake later as well, which is, I think, really helping.
Couldn't go any faster.
Let's have a
Behrman
look
has
at-
got through.
Right, let's follow the action now at turn 7. It's there for the taking.
He got the clean run, feinted to the inside, cut back to the outside, and just swooped around us there. As Kimi boxes ahead of Max. Wow, did not expect that. I thought he'd go longer than that. He must have really, really hammered those tyres. What's he going on to? Set us off. So this is a 2-stop then for Antonelli. Max retakes the lead. There goes Norris. And Russell should get out clear of Alonso. Yeah, comes out right behind Russell as Piastri sets a new fastest lap of 1:44.5. And still, oh, we've got a yellow flag. Oh, it's a big hit. It's a red flag.
Red flag. Stay positive.
We got taken
Red
out,
flag.
I think. And that was a brand new engine.
Now with
Brand
the
new
last
engine
turn
in
here,
Valtteri's car. Yeah.
There's clear contact there. And that
Lawson
won't do the
blameless
car
there. He got
any good
shunted
at all.
from behind by Colapinto. And that's
It's not
3
going the way
cars
the team
out.
had hoped today.
Unfortunately,
That
we
is
are
for
one of
sure.
them. Damn. That was a really hefty hit as well, so I'm really worried about our engine. I think we need to change our strategy. I think we have to go soft. But we are now going to be very heavy on fuel. Going to go very aggressive off the line, hopefully. But, yeah. Very, very punchy attempt there from Colapinto. Had no room at all. Just locked his brakes into the back of Lawson, into the back of Valtteri. All 3 cars out. So, as long as Perez finishes, he's going to finish at worst 19th. But we're currently 11th. We're getting to stop and change our tyres for free, so we will restart in 11th. Don't think we've got the pace to push on for a point, but if we get more retirements, who knows? Let's take advantage of the red flag and throw a quick advert in.
The restart is moments away as the race continues. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, we got 6 kilos of fuel on board. And we are alongside Hamilton. Colapinto gets a 10-second penalty. Leclerc gets pushed wide. And we are in the points.
You are doing a good job.
Next car in front, Tsunoda.
So, Tsunoda's going to go to the end, I think.
Button on, charge button on.
I don't know about the mediums. I think they might try and go to the end. Lindblad and Hulkenberg have also gone with soft tyres. And Leclerc's now down to 17th. Let's go back to Checo. That's a lot of fuel to burn off. Engine temps are going to be really high as a result. Track temperature 45.5 degrees. Hopefully we're not going to have any issues keeping the tyres warm. Can we hang on for a point? I'm almost certain the answer will be no. dare to dream. I just hope we don't get taken out in the braking zone again.
Use the energy.
Gasly's got through against Hamilton. Oh, that's telling of just how little downforce we have. That lift on the exit of Eau Rouge going up the hill to Radion.
Okay, copy.
Here comes Gasly. And once again, Checo is just going to frustrate the crap out of him, it would seem. But we've already lost touch with the cars in front. I'm really nervous about seeing the state of Valtteri's engine at the end of this race.
Gasly behind with DRS.
Okay, copy.
I think there will come a point in this stint where our tyres start to drop. And those hard tyres will just be so much better than ours that Gasly will, after a few laps of frustration, will suddenly breeze past us with little to no effort at all. In fact, he might even get us here. Can we outbrake him? No. He sold us a dummy and he got us. Damn it. Alright, can we at least stay with him on this lap?
Keep this pace.
Given how much we struggle in the dirty air, I doubt
Behind you
it.
is Hamilton.
Gasly's just left us with dead look. 2 seconds ahead now. But we're ahead of the Ferraris.
Hamilton behind with DRS.
Okay, copy.
Engine temps at 122. Might have to cool the engine soon. A little loath to do it so soon.
And chart button
Gotta
on,
get those temps
chart
down a
button
little bit.
on.
I know we're just gonna start to accrue fuel again, but this is the only engine we have for Valtteri. Sorry, for Checo. Valtteri might not even have an engine. We're about to end up getting saddled with a huge amount of debt, I think. This is going to ruin the rest of our season. So Ocon putting some pressure on Lewis. That's helping keep us okay. Alonso is in 4th place now. I feel bad for Antonelli. He boxed right before that red flag. And he was comfortably in the lead before he stopped. It's not a 10-second penalty. It's 2 5-second penalties because he hit me and... well, he hits Lawson, who then hit me, so he caused 2 crashes in one. As Hamilton's shaping up. He's going to sell us that same dummy. And through goes Hamilton. Damn it. So yeah, it's basically a 6th place penalty. 2 3-place penalties that he'll suffer in qualifying, which isn't much, considering the cost of not just the engine, but also an ERS and a gearbox. So 8.5 mil. Yeah, it adds up very quickly.
You're doing a good job on tires. And you can use all the boost bar.
Copy.
So P12.
Engine temps are starting to come down a little bit. Fuel's starting to go back up a bit. I do need to burn that off.
Behind we have Ocon.
I think Ocon's going to get us as well. I think we're just going to start drifting backwards.
Copy.
We'll keep him behind this time. Leclerc trying to find his way past Behrman. Can't. As Bortoletto moves up past Isaac. We've got a yellow flag. Tsunoda's off again at turn 8.
And we have single yellow.
That's the second time. Oh, he spun this time. There's a lockup in the on the opening lap. This time he just spins it.
Charge button on.
Copy.
So deployed.
Copy.
And we need charge button on.
Copy.
And tire phase
And now
update.
we're stuck in the dirty air. Our engine temps are going to go back up again.
And charge button
And
on.
Lindblad's in the pits already.
Copy.
Wow.
And charge button on.
Mediums
Okay.
could take him to the end. Should take him to the end.
Charge button on. Charge button on.
Okay.
Evening, Victor. Check something. Is an aggressive medium better than a soft? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right,
And
time
we
to
need to
push some
increase
pace.
pushing status.
Hulkenberg is into the pits.
And more energy available.
Yeah, copy.
Ah, damn it. Another yellow flag.
Race is long.
It's a yellow flag. Oh, lock up for
Let's take a look at the
Bortoletto
replay.
straight out of the pit
Now we're
lane.
just proceeding through turn 4.
Oh no, wait, was it Bortoletto or was it Hulkenberg?
Well, you can see the lockup, and they'll need to be mindful of the
Yeah, it was
effect that
Hulkenberg
had on the
who
tyres.
boxed. I think. Yeah, Hulkenberg who boxed. So we are slowly but inevitably slipping down the order again. Now there's an issue for Lindblad. At least we're going to be quicker than a couple of cars today, but even if we finish last in the running order, worst we can do is P19 now. Whoa. Got a little worried for a second then. We've already lost one car from being shunted at that corner. Another yellow flag. Kimi running a little
Look at
wide through
Mercedes.
4.
And wide they go, leaving the
Yeah,
racing
just
line.
cuts Radion
Really,
completely there.
they must be
Loses a
careful.
huge amount of momentum. He's going to be vulnerable. Piastri just not close enough to take the benefit though. I don't think Piastri had DRS. If he had, I think he'd have caught and passed Antonelli. Oh God, we got hit.
Are you okay?
God damn it.
Okay.
I don't know if Behrman just lost it or whether he got tapped by Leclerc. No, it was just Behrman trying to squeeze through where he had no right to. That should be a penalty for Behrman. But we're down to 17th now. Behrman's ahead of us.
Concentrate.
Of course he is.
Here's the replay. Here we are down at turn 7. The opportunity's there,
There goes Behrman. God damn it. At least we don't have any aero damage, so we don't have to worry about changing a wing, but we will have lost some tyre. We'll have absolutely lost some tyre. We got the penalty. How did we get the penalty for that? That makes no sense. That was a stone cold penalty for Behrman. Had no business sticking his nose there. He wasn't anywhere close to being alongside. Another yellow flag.
Single yellow.
So we're running wide. Oh, Behrman's spun.
Heading down the straight. And round they go. And I wonder, could they have done anything about that?
He has got wing damage. He's still ahead of us, though.
And we think it will be soon.
He's still 3.5 seconds ahead of us. Look how much tyre wear we lost.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Okay, copy.
And I think that kills any hope we had of a respectable finish. We'll meet our sponsor objective, but that's pretty much all we're going to do.
Charge on.
Copy.
I'm absolutely livid that we're the ones who got the penalty. Alright, so Sainz is in. I think only the people who are definitely going to the end are the hard tyre runners. Not even all of them, perhaps. Set of hards going on for Carlos. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc, who's been unleashed. 144.2. Sainz will get out in front of Hadjar, but he'll be vulnerable to Hadjar down the Camel Straight.
Reminder on your eyes.
Yep.
Isaac gets up the inside. Oh, I thought there was contact for a second then. A safety car then would have done me the power of good.
You can push.
Albon still putting pressure on Piastri. Alonso's in. And so is Antonelli. So through goes Esteban Ocon. Alonso will get DRS. And I think Antonelli will get it just off the back of Leclerc as well. Yes, he did. I'm going to box this lap. Now I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we're going to change the strategy and go onto a set of hards and just hammer them.
Box now, box.
Oh, we've got no grip left on these tyres now.
Charge button on.
Okay, mate.
Behind Hulkenberg.
Continue like this.
So Oscar comes in. Oh, and he's going soft. But they will go. Bortolesso coming in as well.
Diddley.
Lindblad's fault escalates. .6 stop with a 5-second penalty added on. No points in the pit stop competition today. That's our one and only stop of the Grand Prix.
And 17 laps to go.
And charge button
And we
on.
are 10
Charge
seconds
button
adrift
on.
at the back of the grid.
Copy, mate.
Ah. This race was looking so positive 15 laps ago. Less so for Valtteri, but certainly for Perez, there was a good chance of a pretty decent mid-table finish. Now one of our cars is out and the other one's way at the back of the grid. New fastest lap for Fernando and immediately beaten by Antonelli. 1:44.0. Ah, now we're out. God damn it. We're out.
Yeah, guys, I crashed.
You okay?
All okay.
What a disastrous weekend this has been.
No, I cannot believe this.
You can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Now this is Sergio Perez. Oh, and a fairly substantial crash there. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
And so will our engine. Our one remain. We might not have an engine
Not
for either
much the
car.
team can do about that one.
Oh God, I am dreading. Absolutely dreading heading back to HQ. It's a VSC, so anyone who hasn't stopped yet will get a nice cheap stop. So expect to see Max, Russell, Norris, Albon dive in. Maybe Gasly. Hamilton might well dive in. Anyone who hasn't stopped in the last few laps basically is going to dive in. Once again, Kimi is hit with really unfortunate timing with his pit stop. His first stop was right before the red flag when Valtteri got taken out. And then he stopped right before Perez binned it. Max is staying out. He's going to keep going. What about... There we go. Russell's in. Did think we'd see somebody boxing. I wonder if Max's tyres are good enough to go the distance. Russell should get out ahead of Albon, so he's only dropped one place to put on a brand new set of soft tyres. Kind of makes sense for him. Albon's in the pits as well. He's going to get out comfortably ahead of Gasly. There's Gasly there. What about Albon? What's he done? He's gone soft as well. He will come out ahead of Hadjar. Less cars are boxed than I was expecting. I have to say, I'm pretty surprised that Tsunoda didn't take the opportunity. Very surprised with Max and Norris as well. What is the gap? It's about 11.5 seconds, but that's VSC pace, so it's probably closer to 10 seconds, maybe just below. To Norris. I think Max might be safe depending on how good his tyres are, but Norris I think is going to come under some serious pressure from George in the closing 15 laps. And we're going racing again. And let's see what the gap shakes out to. We might not get any accurate timings until we actually cross the line. Antonelli's going to try and push past Leclerc ASAP. He's going to have fresher tyres. He's got a faster car. Should be our race leader. There you see the gap is just 9 seconds. Norris's gap to Verstappen's only 3.5. So he's only 12.5 seconds behind Verstappen. Plenty of time left with those brand new softs. Antonelli just has a think about it until the bus stop. And this is just a matter of when, not if, this move happens. He's close, and he's about to open that DRS. Here we go. Here comes the move. Cuts back to the outside line. And he just can't get there. Very brave on the brakes from Leclerc. Hamilton's picked up an issue. And here comes Albon on those soft tyres of his. Norris has taken a bit of time out of Max. And Russell has taken a big chunk of time out of Lando. Is Russell going to take the win? He's going to score big points over Charles. Charles down in 9th place at the moment. So we could potentially see Russell return to the top of the table. He sets a new fastest lap. It's a 1:43.5. That's half a second quicker than the previous fastest lap. And Ocon is in. Why did he wait this long? Why didn't he just box under the safety car? Strange decision, that. It's got medium, so it'll easily go to the end. It's not the best of stops. Both of the Astons lining up at the back of Hamilton here. Tsunoda's going to get through. Alonso's going to have to wait his turn. New fastest lap for Behrman on those soft tyres. What was it? I didn't see it. 1:43.3. That is quick. And Antonelli has now cleared Leclerc. Albon's still trying to find his way through. Russell now just 5.5 seconds behind Norris. Look how much Hamilton's struggling with that fault. Oh, and Antonelli just spots a gap, slots up alongside Alonso, and he will take that position from him. Lovely stuff, and pushes Alonso wide as well on the exit of the source. Now he's going to line up a run on Hamilton down the Kemmel. And he's got him. You were able to look up Injustice in Flemish. What is it? We have been very hard done by in this race. Taken out through no fault of our own by Colapinto and Lawson. Lawson not really having any choice in the matter. On ref. I remember that. And then Perez getting a penalty, which it was very much not at fault for. It was very much Behrman's fault. At least we served it before we crashed out. So we won't have a penalty to go into the next Grand Prix. Hamilton's now 3 seconds behind already. And Albon is alongside him. Hamilton's in. Again, Hamilton's one of those ones I thought would have boxed under the safety car under the VSC and didn't. Russell now just under 4 seconds behind Norris and closing. Still has 11 laps to go. He's less than 7 seconds behind Verstappen. And Antonelli is... I think going to take 4th place away from Gasly before the end of this Grand Prix. As he gets past Tsunoda. Lovely little move from the Italian there. And now the gap to Norris is smaller than the gap to Verstappen. Let's take a look at lap times. He's still lapping in the 1:43s. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Antonelli's out. Oh, Kimi. a shame for Kimi.
We've got a yellow flag here.
What happened? Oh, he's crashed at the same place as Perez. Oh, that's a heavier hit, though. That's a much heavier hit.
And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
He just turned chicken salad into chicken shit. He was looking so promising. I think he's looking up looking up what chicken shit is in Italian. Trying to decipher it. Gasly's taking advantage of the safety car, or the VSC. He's going to change off those hard tyres. So is Tsunoda coming in. And Leclerc. A little slow getting that front left off. Gets held for Tsunoda going through, I think. Nope. Just slow getting out as well. Decent stop there. Leclerc's out. Hadjar coming in. It's going to be soft tyres all round, isn't it? Yes, it is. Hamilton's stop just mistimed, unfortunately. He'll come out behind his teammate. But ahead of Hadjar. But with that issue, he probably won't get the points anyway. So we're going to have a bit of a sprint here at the end. See if Max and Norris take advantage of it this time. They didn't last time. They'd already gone past the pits when the VSC came out. They will get got by Russell if they stay out. The question then becomes, if they box, will they be able to catch back up in time to George, whose tyres have taken a little bit of punishment. They've got plenty of space to Albon. Max is staying out. So is Lando. Yeah, there's a huge gap back to Albon, isn't it? And we are about to get underway again. Wrong button. So we need to wait for the timings to reset properly. So 22-second gap, give or take. Going to get DRS. He's going to get a glorious run down to Eau Rouge and up through Raidillon. This will be a pretty straightforward pass, I think, unless Norris really defends aggressively. Rear wings open. He's closing in quickly. Feints to the inside. Norris covers it. He covered it late as well. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc, 143.1. George is going to have to wait another lap unless he squeezes by somewhere else. And I can see Hamilton falling further behind with that fault. Hadjar just took a second out of him on that lap. There's plenty of time left for that position to change. Leclerc should be able to get back in the points. Are we going to see a move into the chicane? Nope. Slow, compromised exit for George, but he's closed right back up again thanks to DRS, and now he's closer this lap than he was last time. Albon sets a new fastest lap. It's a 143.0. Are we going to see a 142? George closing in. Has a look. Can't quite get the move done. Has to back out of it. Gap to Max has come down by a second as well. It's 2.5 seconds now. New fastest lap for Isaac, who's chasing after Lewis. A 142.8. That is quick. Took another second out of Lewis on that lap. We just saw a flash of Max there. Gap's come down a bit more as well. 144.9 for Verstappen. 144.7 for Norris. 144.5 for George. He's just not close enough for this time round. Have George's tyres given up the ghost? Maybe, but you could argue the same would be of Max and Norris. They've been out on those mediums for a while now. This is going to be an intriguing final 6 laps. So just drifting back a little bit. I wonder if he's charging his battery as Piastri and Tsunoda are swapping places. Leclerc is joining the party, as is Ocon. Hadjar now just less than 3.5 seconds behind Hamilton. Took another 0.8 on that last lap. Leclerc lining up a move. or trying to. And that little look cost him a fair bit of momentum. Yeah, slow lap for George, look, 1:45.5. Norris has opened that gap back up. He's outside of DRS range now. He's almost on the back of Max. I think this has lost the DRS. Tsunoda's going to have a lunge at Piastri. Leclerc might have a lunge at Ocon. He's not close enough, but Tsunoda is. Ah, he can't make the move. Piastri chopping across the front of him there. And that's put Tsunoda out of shape. And now he's getting hammered. And the gap's suddenly gone back up to 2 seconds. So, has Russell pushed too hard too soon? Can Lando get a win? Don't think he's won a race yet this season. Reigning world champion has been largely podium phobic this season. He's had a couple, but not as many as you would have expected him to have. Hadjar now losing some pace. Could just be a build lap, could be charging up. Another slow lap from Russell. 1:45.9. And Alonso is pushing hard to get past Albon. Norris might get DRS on this lap. 3 laps to go. 12.5 miles. And Norris is in DRS range. Don't think he's going to be close enough though. Not this lap. No, he won't be close enough this time. Alonso's definitely close enough to have a look at the back of Albon. That gap has come down dramatically between Albon and Russell. And it's another slow lap from Russell. I think he's burnt his tyres out too quickly. Here comes Fernando. Oh, he just can't quite hold the line. Albon will live to fight another day. Or another lap. Norris has lost some ground to Max. It's a slow middle sector from Norris. Well, 7/10 to Verstappen, 8/10 to Russell. Final sector looked like it was decent though. Just outside of range again. Yeah, I think Russell's done. Norris might still have one last roll of the dice. Alonso has 2 more laps. I think Hadjar might be done as well. He's now lapping slower than Lewis. Here comes the move. It's well covered there by Albon. Ocon and Piastri. Oh, very close. That slowed Ocon right down. Leclerc now will have a sniff at 10th place. Norris just outside of DRS range, but is he close enough to close up with slipstream? Yes, he is. He's closing in. He will get DRS. And Alonso might have a look into the bus stop here. Not this lap. So this is it. This is the last chance saloon for Norris. He's not close enough. He is not close enough. The last real overtaking opportunity now is going to be the bus stop chicane on the final lap, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Russell is going to have to settle for third. Can Alonso get past Albon? Past Albon. He's very much close enough. It's going to come down to who breaks the latest hit. And Alonso gets through. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? Yes, he can. Alonso up to P4. Leclerc has drifted away from Ocon. He's now too far back, I think, to really challenge for that 10th place. So it looks like it's going to be between Oscar and Ocon. Norris is not close enough. Max is going to take the checkered flag in first. He will finally get his first win, his first race win of the season. And there we go. Verstappen crosses the line first. Norris is second. Russell is third. There was a late overtake here. It's 3 wide almost. It's certainly a 3-car battle to see who will not finish last. Lindblad's car is struggling. He's hanging on for dear life. Ocon is not going to be able to get past Alonso. Piastri. Hamilton closes right up to his teammate at the end, but neither Ferrari in the points. Can Hülkenberg get past Lindblad? He's shaping left, he's shaping right. Does not have the lunge. And it will be Nico who will finish in 17th. Lindblad will just hang on. So, congratulations to Max getting his first win of the season. Russell still picked up a huge amount of points over Charles Leclerc.
What a pretty awful day that was for Checo Perez.
That'll be quite a blow having to cut their race short, but they'll be doing everything they can to come back stronger.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
That gives them their first win of the season, and it was really well deserved.
And there you have it, a smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It's
You
not
don't wanna
been
know.
the greatest weekend. Both drivers need to step up and show what they can do, and the team have to be there to support them.
And that is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
I don't know where they're getting these descriptions from. Exhilarating at Hungary, thrilling at Monaco. It's just like, what are you talking about? Confirmation then of the final result. Max gets his first win of the season to go alongside his 2 sprint wins. So big points for Max. Lando takes second. George in third will get a huge haul of points over Leclerc. Could go back top of the championship again. Good result for Fernando as well, finishing 4th. Strong race for Albon, up 9 places to take 5th ahead of Pierre Gasly. So good result for Alpine 2. Sainz finishes down 4 places, but still in the top 7. So another big double points payday for Williams. Then it's Yuki Tsunoda in 8th place. 9th place, Oscar Piastri and Haas picking up an extra point with Ocon in 10th. Lower half of the standings or the table shows that it was Leclerc who finished 11th, 12th for Hamilton, 13th for Hadjar, 14th for Behrman, then Bortoletto from Lindblad, Hulkenberg bringing up the rear. 5 retirements in the end. 3 in 1 for Colapinto, took himself out, and Lawson, who then took me out as a result with Valtteri. Perez then decided to throw his car off the track, having just boxed to clear his penalty, which was an unjust penalty. Can't reiterate that enough. And yeah, retired himself. And then Kimi went off at the same corner a few laps later, after he looked pretty strong on the restart as well. So, awkward day for a few cars. Let's see what's happened to the driver standings. George has gone top, and he's gone top by 12 points over Charles Leclerc. And Max has brought himself right back into the picture with that win. He's now just 2 points behind Charles Leclerc and 14 points behind George. Antonelli, no points for him, but he stays 4th on 121 points. Oscar closing up by 2. Missed opportunity for Oscar there to get back in touch on level terms or even ahead of Kimi. No points again for Hamilton, 104 points for him. Lando now up into 7th place, tied with Sainz on 102 points apiece. But Lando has the edge thanks to his 1 win this season. Alonso is 9th on 77, ahead of Albon in 10th, who has 68 points. Gasly has 51. Tsunoda picking up 4 points this weekend, is up to 36 now. Then it's Valtteri, a point ahead of Isaac. Hulkenberg on 15 points. 4 points for Lawson, 3 points now for Esteban Ocon. 2 points apiece for Colapinto and Perez. Bortoletto has a point, and it's still no points for Ollie Behrman or Arvid Lindblad this season. In the constructor standings, 302 points for Mercedes. They stretched their lead at the top of the table away from Ferrari. Ferrari not scoring any points this weekend, and just 15 points from Mercedes, so perhaps a missed opportunity for Mercedes today. But they do have a 29-point lead now. McLaren in third on 218, Red Bull on 184. Williams are keeping the pressure on them. 170 points for Williams. They picked up 16 this weekend. Also picking up 16 points was Aston. They're up to 113 now. Alpine have 53. We stay 8th with 20. Audi has 16. Racing Bulls have 4. And Haas now up to 3. In the pit stops, quickest stop was for McLaren. The only McLaren in the top 10. Oscar's 2.2 stop. Very much the best of the field. By a full 10th of a second. It's their quickest stop of the season as well. 2.211. Ferrari taking second and third. They have had quicker stops so far this season, but a good haul of points today. 33 points picked up. Red Bull take 4th. Audi take 5th. Alpine in 6th. Racing Bull 7th and 10th. And then it's 8th for Williams, 9th for Mercedes. Let's see what the standings look like in this competition. It is McLaren staying top and stretching their lead again. They're on 252 points. They're now 93. They're now 63 points clear of Red Bull, who are second on 189. Ferrari moved back ahead of Racing Bulls and took a big bite out of Red Bull in the process as well. They are 24 points behind on 165. Racing Bulls on 154. Mercedes have 127 points. Alpine on 121, just 6 points further back. Then it's Audi with 71 points. Aston have 56. 33 points for Cadillac. 24 points for Haas. And Williams closing back up. They're now on 20 after their 4 points today. Just the one stop for us. It wasn't that great, and we had a 5-second penalty thrown in as well. No stop for Valtteri, because he didn't even make it to his first stop. And neither driver finished, so no money from the sponsors today. Ouch. We kind of needed that money as well, and we're certainly going to need it when we see what our repair bill is going to be. Let's head back to the garage and get ready to cry, I think. Well, Logan Sargent's rating has gone up by a point. So at least the weekend hasn't been a complete bust. There's obviously going to be issues that need to be fixed. Ah, dear. Okay, so let's have a look at the post-race data, shall we? Destroyed, 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 and 2 parts failed as well. Brand new engine hasn't taken as big a hit as I was fearing it would. 87%, so it's lost a fair bit, but it could have been a lot worse. ERS is at 60%, gearbox is at 40%. That was a brand new gearbox. That's taken a little bit of a whack. ERS now down to just 41.9%. Engine taking maybe a tiny bit of damage. Could have been a lot worse. I was absolutely dreading looking at these two figures here. I was expecting to see some serious damage to Valtteri's powertrain. And we kind of got away with a lot less damage than we could have taken. The ERS definitely did take a big hit. Still going to need to buy a new complete engine set for both drivers. I think, to get through the rest of the season. So that is 17 million that we need to come up with to replace all those parts. That's a lot. That's an awful lot. Let's see. Are we going to have a silver lining in the regulation vote changes? Yes, we are. Fantastic. Only Ferrari, McLaren and Mercedes, ironically probably the top 3 teams this season, voted against the changes. So, I mean, you could have maybe thrown Red Bull in that category with these guys as well. But, yeah, it'll be less hours for the teams at the top and more hours for the teams at the bottom. So, that is the new changes for next season. You can see it's a lot of reduction for the top team and for the second team. A little bit less for the third team. I think it's still going to be a lot. And then if we stay where we are, we'll actually end up with more hours starting, than we started with this season. We started with 92 hours this season. We'll have 104 next season, assuming that we stay 9th. If we fall even further behind, we'll get even more hours, but I don't really want to fall any further behind. So let's fix the cars, shall we? We don't have much in the way of spare parts anymore. Got one new suspension left. I've got enough money to make one suspension, but we will just about have it in time for Budapest. But there are other issues as well, like front wings. We've only got one spare. We've got no spare chassis, no spare rear wings, no spare side pods, although we've got new side pods coming, so that's not a major issue. We desperately do need to make another suspension though, so let's get that done. And that's all we can afford. It's left me with just $94,000. The board are not going to be happy with that result. That's 3 disappointed in a row. And I don't think the next race is going to be kind to us as well, because again, we're so bad in the dirty air. We lose so much downforce, of which we are already severely lacking, that the dirty air could just kill us in Hungary. I don't see any way back up towards, maybe sneaking a point again this season, the way things are going. And we're going to have to stop developing the car because we can't afford to, because we have to save up now for new engines. This is the state of Checo's powertrain. That is his one remaining engine, and it's down to 63%. We still have half a season to go. That's his one remaining ERS. We still have half a season to go, and that is his one remaining usable gearbox. So that's 8.5 million just to sort that car out, and that might not still be enough in total. Valtteri, one good usable engine left, a little bit better in terms of options for practice engines, but not amazing. ERS, well, yeah, one usable ERS, so we need a replacement ERS. So we're now up to 7.5 million on this car. Gearbox wise, we've still got one brand new gearbox, but with this one now down to 40%, we're going to need another one. So that's 8.5 million for this car as well. 17 million we are going to have to find to deal with that. So it's time to start laying off some staff. It's only going to save us $7,000 a month, but it's $7,000 a month for the rest of the season. We're going to have to trim down our engineers by a couple as well. That will save us another 39.5. He just started a Chevrolet F1 career. Do I have a livery idea? Yes, I do actually. If you go onto my playlists and have a look at my team logos, I did a tutorial on how to actually design using the in-game editor the Chevy logo, and there's a shot at the very end of the video of the livery and race suits that I used for that. So that would be the best advice I can give to check that one out. But you can always just Google Chevy liveries and see what pops up in other categories. Maybe something in IndyCar, NASCAR, maybe a bit of touring car, and take a livery from one of those as well. 11 days to go until Hungary. Let's advance time. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, but the drivers are still positive. I don't know why. Neutral performance for our backroom staff. Our affiliates are positive, and Jack's positively beaming because he's had another run in the car as well. Low stock on the side pods. I know we're working on it. Do actually have a new side pod to put on Valtteri. We should hopefully have one for Checo by the time we get there as well. The underfloors are ready to start being built, but we can't afford to build them because we don't have any money. It's not good. The suspension is done, so we can put that onto Perez. There we go. Can't even afford to build a spare suspension. Let's see how much of a difference that new side pod has made for Valtteri in comparison. I mean, it's going to be negligible everywhere apart from cooling. There you can see it's a huge boost in engine cooling that we've made there. 12%. 11 and a bit percent. That's a big boost. So that'll help protect what's left of our engines. We've gained a little bit of downforce as well. Gained an extra little bit of speed and a little bit of acceleration as well. So that new side pod that will go on to Checo will give him a nice little boost. He's probably grumpy right now that his car's not in the same condition. Let's have a look at the mentality hub. No, it's not affecting him at the moment. Maybe it might do when once we click on a day. Javi's now unhappy. He's negative now. Moody bugger. Oh, Ricardo has signed. Ricardo has agreed a contract with us. We offered him, what, 3.5 mil, I think? Yeah, 3.5 mil for 4 seasons. And a cheap signing bonus as well. So, we've got no money. But I'm going to confirm the hire and put myself into debt. Is that an instant hire? I think it might be. It is. Let's immediately throw him onto marketability. His current marketability is 79 out of 100. Very tempted to make that switch as well at the end of the season. I just don't think he's quick enough to replace Checo at the moment, though. Nor is he likely to be by the end of the season. Another purple in the inbox. Is that another contract? No, it's engineer and driver tension, and that's got to be... Oh, no, it's Mark Slade and Valtteri. I was going to assume that would be Javi and Checo, given how grumpy Javi is right now. There we go. So, we've got 41 grand in the bank. Somehow we haven't gone into a ton of debt. Not quite sure how, but there we are. It is Hungary. Let's take a look at the weather. It's baking. Look how hot it's going to be on Saturday. 35 degrees. Those qualifying tyres are going to melt. Nice and cool on practice day. Sunday, not too bad. I'm very tempted to give Ricardo a run in the car tomorrow in FP1, but I probably won't. There we go. That's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's race. If you have, a thumbs up would be much appreciated. If you're not yet subscribed, then why not consider subscribing to the channel as well? And if you do, be sure to hit that bell to be notified when the live streams start. I will be back at the usual time, 8 PM UK time for tomorrow, as we head to Budapest for the Hungarian Grand Prix. I will also be back online in about 10 minutes with some rolling line, just to show you an update on the progress I've made on the rugby station layout. So if you're at all curious, then do make sure you check that out. It probably won't be a particularly long stream, maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more than that. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be on shortly after this stream finishes. And it's not been a good weekend today, has it? Both cars retiring, no money earned from the sponsors, a lot of damage. Luckily, we haven't killed our engines, but they're not in great shape. The one silver lining is that it's not Monza next. We've got Hungary tomorrow, so it's a circuit that doesn't need monster-powered engines. But Monza's coming up soon, and if we have underpowered engines there, that's going to hurt us even more than normal. So there's no way we can afford to buy new engine parts for both cars by then. But we should have some sponsor money coming through just after Zandvoort, so we can potentially get one of our cars, kind of kitted back out again. And we're going to have to go with Checo first, I think, simply because his one engine is worse than Valtteri's one engine. So yeah, all of our sponsor money is already accounted for. We're going to get less money from the board at the end of the month as well than we have been getting, because we've added 2 new drivers to our roster since the last board payment. We've added in Pietro Fittipaldi as a development driver, a car development driver, and we've added in Ricardo to the pool to help with the commercial aspects, to try and squeeze a bit more money out of the sponsors, so and make it a little bit easier to actually achieve our sponsor objectives. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on those, but it's not going to be a comfortable next few races, because money is going to be extremely tight. We still have research for next season that has to get done as well. Plus, we've got facilities that are going to be coming up for either a refurb or an upgrade, and I think by default that's now going to have to be a refurb rather than an upgrade. I can't see us having any spare money to do anything to improve our facilities at all for the rest of the season. We can just try and give them a bit of spit and polish and tart them up a little bit where we can. Maybe the boardroom is something we can afford. It shouldn't be that expensive to upgrade that to level 2, but yeah, not a great situation in terms of parts, in terms of engines, in terms of performance at the moment. Board are only going to take these results for so long before they start to lose some confidence in us. Hopefully we can get some kind of results to at least keep the board appeased at Hungary. I mean, if we can get satisfied, I'll be happy with that. If we can get the board satisfied with Hungary, I'll consider that a good result. But I just don't know. Tyres are likely to melt on the race weekend. We could be looking at a 4-stop race with this tyre model at Hungary, because tyres normally do wear out pretty quickly around this circuit. So I don't know what to do with tyres. I don't know whether or not to use the hard tyres in practice or save them for the Grand Prix. I think we might have to save them for the Grand Prix and have 2 sets of hards. Otherwise, I just don't see how we could really avoid making a 4-stop if we don't have 2 sets of hards. Anyway, that's a tomorrow problem. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.